Yo, what's going on, swole bodies? Welcome back to another Boruto video. Today I'm a little change.
If you guys are new here and wondering why I have half a stash, that is because I set a light goal on one of my videos and I'm rocking half a stash for a week.
Yeah. Today it is another great day to be a swole body because we are talking about Boruto. This is like the first discussion video I've done in a long time. The last one I did was about Naruto Shippuden and the Sora filler arc, and that was pretty tragic. Hopefully I can make these discussions like more entertaining and like more thought-provoking than just my opinions. It is a pretty exciting video because we're going to be talking about Sarada's eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, because I went to YouTube because I had this idea and I wanted to see if other people did it. Because if you guys are new here, not for my Boruto reactions, I am reacting to Boruto. We watched episode 40 yesterday. I haven't caught up to the anime or the manga, obviously, but I do know she doesn't have the Mangekyo yet. And a bunch of people were talking about the Mangekyo, but not the Eternal. And I had a couple of interesting theories that some people instantly shot down, but I did some research and I think they're pretty feasible. So quick little rundown if you don't really remember about the Sharingan. The Mangekyo Sharingan, you awaken because some tragedy happens to you and like special chakra happens in your brain. But if you use it too much, you go blind, just like Sasuke was about to in Shippuden. Then you have to transplant a relative's eyes into your own eyes in order to get the eternal Mangekyo. You won't go blind. Obviously there is an issue if Sarada unlocks the Mangekyo Sharingan. However she does, it's gonna have to be pretty tragic. Either somebody in the class getting hurt, or Naruto, because she's pretty close to Naruto now, or Sasuke or Sakura. Something bad is going to have to happen. I don't think it's gonna be from happiness like she awakened the Sharingan itself, but that's the problem, because if she gets a Mangekyo and she uses it, then she will go blind.
Yeah.
But the Mangekyo abilities themselves will be really dope. Seeing some more Mangekyo. I'm all for Sharingans and Mangekyos and Eternal Mangekyos and Susanos.
Plus, I feel like if Sarada didn't have it, it would be harder for her to progress further than like Sasuke too. With
Boruto and keeping up with him, because Boruto got the dojutsu. We know what he gets from the first episode against Kawaki. Sarada's gonna have to keep up, so I do think she will get the Mangekyo eventually, and then that might even lead to a new Susanoo, the pink one. That'd be so sick.
I think it would be cool if it were pink, cause like Sakura, the little hint of like Sakura.
Yeah, the pink Sakura, Susanoo, that'd be so dope. This is all great, but it would not be good if she went blind, obviously. So
that's when the glasses would actually. That's when she would actually need glasses.
I do have one theory that I can think of that would allow Sarada to get the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, because obviously she doesn't have anybody related to her alive except for Sasuke, and I don't really see Sasuke dying. If he dies, and that's a whole other story, then she can just get his Mangekyo and Rinnegan, which would be kind of nutty. But I don't see Sasuke dying. So another workaround that I thought about was, if you guys remember how Sasuke got the eternal Mangekyo, he killed Itachi. Obito got Itachi's eyes. Obito implanted Itachi's eyes into Sasuke. Where he did that was at his like home base. What was it called again? Mountains Graveyard. And in there's a laboratory. And in this laboratory, you could see all of the Sharingan that he collected from the Uchiha slaughter. Y'all maybe see where I'm going with this. The Uchiha slaughtered happened years ago, and the eyes are still perfectly fine. They're still in this fluid suspended, and the anime never really went into what the fluid is and if the eyes would eventually deteriorate, but it's only been 15 years since then. Those Sharingan are still there. I don't know what they did with them. I'm sure somebody found them, which the anime or the manga can just like do a flashback and link into where like Naruto collected all of them, or something happened, or Sasuke found them and he knew that he had a kid or something, and she may need them in the future. If Sasuke's mom and dad, if their eyes are still in there, technically they're related to Sarada, so Sarada could get those eyes transplanted into her eyes, giving her the EMS and giving her no downsides of using the Mangekyo anymore, which is where I kind of see this going. If she does have to awaken a new power to keep up with Boruto and Mitsuki, already we just saw Mitsuki's Sage mode, the only way she can progress is to keep evolving the Sharingan till the 3 Tomoe, and then eventually EMS, and then eventually the EMS to make sure she doesn't have any downsides. But that would be where I see this kind of going. But I'm also interested in what Sarada's Mangekyo abilities would be, because they have so much room to play with this.
Yeah.
To make her insane. It's kind of nutty.
And because obviously too, there are many different Mangekyo abilities, and we saw some newer ones in Boruto because of Sheen.
Yeah.
It was kind of a lame one. It was still cool seeing a new Mangekyo ability, but it was still kind of like, whatever, controlling like swords or whatever.
Yeah.
But also too, like, if this laboratory is just chilling there, I'm pretty sure like someone like Naruto or Sasuke would have collected it, because that's like a big thing, just a thing of Sharingan just chilling in a place that's accessible to anyone.
Yeah. And Kabuto knew about the place, so it wouldn't surprise me if he told Naruto about it or something, because he was there with Obito. He found it. So I definitely think those eyes are still around, and if they're not, they can write it in somehow. So that's basically my theory on how she will get the EMS, if the riders of Boruto will make her have one, which again, I think they will. And I think that's a pretty reasonable theory, because I looked it up and I tried to do some research, and nobody knows what happened to Obito's laboratory and the mountain's graveyard, because a lot of people were theorizing that he had all the eyes in another Kamui dimension, which doesn't make sense, because on the wiki, on the Naruto wiki, it says the laboratory where all the Sharingans were was in this base. That is a fact. In the Naruto wiki, it says that. So it's definitely still around, and either they can just like not do anything with it or whatever, or they can work some other way around for Sarada, do a Kakashi, not use the Mangekyo pretty much at all until she absolutely needs it. Because there are like 160 Boruto episodes, and if she doesn't have the Mangekyo yet, I don't see many situations where she would absolutely have to, because we already know how skilled she is. She's super intelligent. Her one Tomoe Sharingan is already doing so much with how she's using it, and then Genjutsu, so she may end up not needing the Mangekyo that much, so she may just end up staying with it. But I'm definitely hyped to see if she does get it, if it's going to be like a Susanoo, like the red or pink one. And then of course the abilities, because we've seen a lot of abilities, and a lot of the most OP jutsu have been from the Mangekyo jutsu, like Amaterasu. You can't stop it, unless of course we saw Nagato's Shinra Tensei, he was reanimated, but still you cannot put this flame out. And the only reason why Sasuke can is because his other Mangekyo is the ability to control the fire. Of course, Shisui's Mangekyo abilities were insane. Itachi again has a really good Genjutsu Tsukiyomi, and even Sasuke's dad had a Mangekyo, but we don't know what that was. We don't know what Madara's was. I think there's a lot of room for Sarada's development with the Sharingan, because of course Boruto, I don't think the Sharingan's the most focused thing right now, but it still is something that again they're gonna have to, I think, indulge in order for Sakura to keep up with Sarada. In order for Sarada to keep up with Boruto and Mitsuki. And of course, keep in mind that we're on episode 40 in Boruto right now. We're not even halfway through the series yet, but these are just like my thoughts on what are the possibilities for Sarada's Mangekyo, because there are a lot of them.
And also too, we do know that the incoming threats and the future threats the village is going to be facing, like, Boruto is obviously gonna need some help. And especially like with Kawaki, something apparently happened to Naruto. We don't know where the hell he went. We don't even know what happened to Sasuke, or where Sasuke's at.
Yeah.
And
speaking of that, I could definitely see, because Kawaki said, I'm gonna send you where I sent this up in the Kage. I could definitely see Sarada seeing Naruto or Sasuke get transported or killed, and then to like another dimension, or it looks like they were killed, and then she awakens like that. I could definitely see that happening too. And
also too, we do have the incoming Otsutsuki threat as well. So, and it's not just one. It's probably it's multiple, because we saw we saw a flash of 2 of them when Naruto met up with Sasuke.
Yep.
There's definitely a lot of strong incoming threats.
Yeah. Boruto can't go into an all-out rage when he gets mad and he sees somebody dying like Naruto could, and then the Nine Tails comes out and it's this unbelievable power. He doesn't have that anymore. He's more like a Minato, where if shit hits the fan, what can you do? You literally can't go out in a rage and get a power boost. I mean, from what we've seen, I mean, I don't think he has a creature lying inside of him like Naruto did. But there was like curse mark, and there's probably some more things with that. Another thing that would be cool is if Sarada had the Mangekyo and then also the healing mark, the 100 healings mark. She would be overpowered. Because obviously Sarada is Sakura's kid. Sarada does have pretty good chakra control from what we've seen. She really doesn't struggle with many things. Usually excels in everything in the academy so far. And I wouldn't put it past her to keep the lineage going where it was Tsunade had the healing mark and then Sakura had the healing mark. I could definitely see Sarada having it. And we know when it activates, constructive 100 technique is what the wiki says. It pretty much healed up Tsunade like instantly. She got stabbed with a full-on Susanoo blade from Madara Uchiha, and she was still going. It just instantly healed. So if she had that combined with the Mangekyo abilities and the Susanoo and all these things, I think Sarada could be extremely strong. Also, I did forget to mention Sarada's already insane strength that I'm pretty sure she inherited from Sakura. As I was editing this, I forgot to mention that because we all know how strong she is, and she's already does that ground smashing pound like Tsunade and Sakura can at 12 years old. Bro, this chick has so much potential. So it may actually be too strong, actually. Like, she may surpass Boruto.
Imagine the 100 healings combined with the Susanoo.
The Susanoo couldn't be destroyed. I don't know if can it do that? We've never seen that. Can the 100 healings like go over and wrap around the Susanoo? It would not be destroyed. You can't destroy that because it's already like the perfect defense, right? The Susanoo, and adding on to like the instant healing, bro. Like I said, we are on episode 40. There's a lot of unknown things to us. I don't know if right now in the Boruto anime a lot's already explained, but for sure, Boruto's gonna have to get stronger to fight Kawaki, and I think Mitsuki is definitely already strong, and he's gonna get stronger. Also, Sarada, to keep up with them, I think she is gonna get a lot stronger. Hopefully she will, and it won't be like a letdown, and she just stays with just a normal Sharingan and just has to get saved all the time. I see Sarada as one of the members of the new Team 7. Because with Sakura, obviously she's a member of the Team 7 in Shippuden, but she was always the healer. She stayed back. She was not the aggressor. She did the medical ninjutsu. I don't see Sarada like that. I see her as using medical ninjutsu if she has to, like in battle, not getting out of the battle to heal up the wounded. I see her going in all out with Mitsuki and Boruto, which I am hyped for. There are so many things, especially with the Otsutsuki threat, that it's gonna be a hype ass fight, bro. It's gonna be dope. Of course, if there's anything that y'all want to clarify or y'all's theories in the comments down below, without spoilers, please. She definitely doesn't have the Mangekyo and Boruto yet, but if there's anything I want to clarify, let us know down in the comments below. The dojutsus are like one of my favorite jutsus in Naruto. Even Naruto just having like the KCM Sage mode and just the look, it just looks sick because you know there's something different to them. The Byakugan, the Tenseigan, the Rinnegan, Boruto's new dojutsu, Sharingan. There's just so much, especially with the Sharingan that we saw in Shippuden, that I can't not be hyped. Because I know a lot of people were kind of getting mad at me in my reactions that they were like,
it's not Naruto anymore, quit trying to get hyped for the Sharingan.
I can't not get hyped for this. Sarada has it. She's like one of only 2 people in the world who has it.
And plus that the fact Sarada is alive, it gives them an opportunity to progress the Sharingan.
For sure. And she's not even a full Uchiha, so there may even be something different with her. Like, I don't know, you're not a full-blooded Uchiha, so something else is different than Mangekyo or something like that. That's basically it that I can think of for this video, just like my theory on how Sarada can keep her eyes and not go blind with the EMS. I think Obito also keeps Sasuke's eyes that were blind, I'm not sure. But what is an undisputable fact is that Mountain's graveyard, Obito's old hideout, is still there, and the laboratory with all those Sharingans, that's where the issue lies. Does Naruto have it? Does Sasuke have it? Did Obito tell Naruto they could easily throw that in, like on his deathbed? Obito told him, and then, well, we never saw that in the anime or something. There's a lot to be explored with the series, and I'm really hyped for the future that's to come with the new Team 7 and Boruto in general. I know a lot of people shit on it, but I'm actually really excited for it. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out the little chink in the description below. And as always, I'll see you school buddies tomorrow. Peace. Again, let me know your comments down below. What you think I went wrong on, what you think I got right, what you think is feasible, not feasible. Let's have some constructive criticism. Not shit on anybody in the comments. Don't have a war. We're just here to have a good time.
And also too, we can make a future video once more like actual evidence is presented, because right now it's just like no one knows.
Yeah.
No one knows.
She has a one Tomoe. That's it. Let us know if you want to see that. We can react to this maybe and see how wrong we were. Or
Yeah.
right.